This is what I mean when the transphobia just comes out, the audacity and just the arrogance for cis women to believe that they own periods, that they own womanhood. You don't.
Wow, we got quite material to work with there. Let's just start with the whole gatekeeping perspective. I can't gatekeep something I can't give away. I can't give any biological male necessary ingredients to have an organic period. Now we're going to talk about transphobia. So let's just point out that this entire conversation is not a feminine conversation. I have been a biological female for 31 years. I could probably count on one hand the number of conversations I've had with other women where they have discussed their period or periods in general with me. One hand. And half of those conversations were not even about their own periods, but they were expressing empathy for someone else who had a difficult experience with their period. We don't try to one-up each other to see who has the hardest period. Like if somebody has a worse period than us, we feel bad for them. But it's not even a long conversation because as biological females, we have some sanctity about that part of our lives. And we also kind of have this instinctual desire to walk through that with decorum and dignity.
The wings of a heron in the night, like the rising of the tides on the shores of Isles.
It's so funny. You guys are trying to invite us into this, let's say this tennis match of whose pain and whose period experience is more valid. You're calling it a tennis match and you don't have a tennis racket. And we're kind of sitting on the sidelines like, we don't want to engage in this competition because it's not a competition. It's not even tennis.
Doesn't have your name on it. I mean, it kind of does. It's on my ticket for this seat.
And that's exactly what's happening here. If you look up the definition for period, it's going to involve female anatomy and processes associated with it. If you don't have female anatomy, you can't have the processes associated with it, one of which is periods.
Action, Your Honor, lack of foundation.
Now, what you do have is the side effect of an elective medication that you chose to go on.
Facts.
It's really not newsworthy that you took medication and now you don't like the side effects. It's like, okay, well, instead of blogging about it and insulting women, maybe just go off the medication. Okay?